Writing pieces? Well, I read your piece, and I just wanted to say I really like what you said because you had some very strong points about why you do not want to wear uniforms in the school. You said that you preferred to wear home clothes because they look amazing and that you love them. And then that wearing a uniform reminds you of jail and it's boring. And so those are very good points that you made because I can clearly see as the reader why you do like not wearing home or why you do not like wearing uniforms and why you rather prefer to wear home clothes. So my question is for you is that when I was reading your passages, I noticed that it was kind of hard to piece everything together, like the flow of the passage. Why don't you try reading it out loud so you can understand about the flow of your passage?
I do not like when we wear uniform because it is boring to wear it, and I like home clothes because it is cute and amazing, and I love home clothes better than uniforms, or we could have home clothes better, and I feel upset that we will have to, and I look like we in jail, and it look like we is staying in school.
Okay, so you see how that was just like one clump, like it was just like one thought kind of spewed out on the passage that it didn't have like a flow to it, right? Did you notice that? Or how did it sound to you?
It sound like with the uniform.
Or like how did the words sound to you? Did it sound like, was it flow where could you easily read it? You can easily read it and it just flowed together? Okay. Well, I printed out a sheet where it's called Opinion Sentence Starters. And these sentence starters help with your sentence fluency so that I understand where each thought is coming from. Because you kind of jumped into, I feel upset that we have to, and I love it because, and there was just no prep before you started saying why you do and why you do not like uniforms. So with these opinion sentence starters, this just makes your argument sound crisp, sound real clean when you put in these sentence starters. Like, I prefer to wear home clothes over uniforms because you see how that sounds a little bit easier to read. You can kind of understand. Or I feel, well, you do have that one. You have the I feel, so that's good. Or the worst part about wearing uniforms is that we look like we're in jail. And home clothes is better because, so you see how when you add these sentences in, it kind of pieces things together. So what I want you to do is on this sheet, I want you to take this sentence. I'm going to underline the sentence. I'll underline it in pink so you can see. Take this sentence and this first sentence. And this one. So I'm going to number it. This is 1, 2, and 3. So just for these 3 sentences, I want you to select a sentence starter for each one. And then when you select your sentence starter for each one, then I want you to write the whole sentence. So attach the sentence starter in front of these sentences, okay? And then when you're done, we're going to read it, and then we're going to piece it together, and you tell me if your passage sounds a little bit more fluid after that, okay? Here, let's use a pencil.
No computer.
I'm going to sharpen this real quick. No, it's fine. Oh, actually, this one's already sharpened.
Thank you. Not because it is boring.
Did you do the other? Okay, so let's read this now. So this is what you originally had. I do not like when we wear uniforms because it is boring to wear. And I like home clothes because it is cute and amazing. And I love home clothes better than uniforms, or we can have home clothes better. And I feel upset that we will have to, and I look like we're in jail, and it looks like we are staying in school. Now we're going to add these new sentences in here, okay? And you tell me if you can understand, okay? A little bit more. I prefer that we should not wear uniforms because it is boring, and I like when we wear home clothes better than uniforms. I don't know exactly what you want me to do, Caleb. The best thing about home clothes is it's cute and amazing. Not really sure. The worst part about uniforms is I look like we in jail and we is staying in school. So today, friends, I'm gonna ignore. So what is this about?
This about is different. This is different from here, and this is about that. How I don't.
What's
like
the difference?
The difference is that this don't make sense. This makes sense.
Why does this one makes a little bit more sense?
Because if I read it, like I do not like when we wear uniforms because it's boring to wear it, and I like home clothes because it is cute and amazing. I love home clothes better than uniforms, or we could have home clothes better, and I feel upset that we will have to, and I like that this don't sound right too, and
yeah, and it's like one big old sentence. There's no pause, there's no breaks in your passage. And over here, you're already telling the reader that you prefer home clothes over uniforms. And then you talk about the best thing about it is it's amazing. And then you go on and say the worst part is that you look like we're in jail because everyone looks the same. Yeah, and you have I feel upset. So you see how you can easily just piece this right here, piece this right there,
and it's not fair.
And then piece it right there to complete it.
And I got a lot of things that's not a part. Can I tell you? Is that we can't wear different shoes. We can't wear no handbags. We can't wear like purses to school, and we can't even wear like in shoes.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.